Okay, so now we're close to the end. You'll find if you're using seed beads as well as the larger beads, you probably need about 27 of the larger beads. Just one more. So you've hopefully got enough beads on your elastic. What you need to do is make sure that when you bring the two ends of your bracelet together, that if you're using seed beads, that you're going to have a seed bead between the two big beads and not two seed beads. So here I've ended with a large red metallic bead. Here I've got a golden metallic bead and a seed bead. So that's okay, right? That's how you want it to be. Now this is the time when you want to check that you are happy with your design. You want to check if you've been using seed beads, that there is a seed bead between each of the larger beads. And you want to decide whether this is the design that you actually want. So here I have gone for random larger metallic beads. Just picked whatever I picked out of the tub I used, unless it was two of the same, because I didn't want two of the same together. So now is the time to check that you're happy with the design, that if you've been using seed beads, you've got enough of them in the right places. And now, this is the only thing that is really tricky, is the knotting. Now, there are lots of different ways of knotting bracelets. There are YouTube videos on how to knot a bracelet. I'm just going to go with the simple way, which is just several ordinary knots. Now, the first one, you should just, think of tying your shoelace or any simple knot. That is the knot you want. Now, you just want to tie it quite loosely. You don't want to overdo it. You want wave it around, wave the bracelet around. It should feel quite loose. So you've just got a nice loose knot there. And then you're going to tie 3 more knots, and they're going to get progressively tighter. Because you want the whole bracelet to be secure, but you don't want it to be, you want it also to be quite flexible. So your second knot is tighter. Then your third knot is tighter again. And just for good luck, you want just an extra one at the end. So there's nothing special about this knot. It's just an ordinary knot. So you end up with a knot, just a rather large knot. You want to make it tighter like that. It is okay to have a knot showing in your bracelet. A lot of bracelets, if you go and buy them, they will have knots in them. If you want to be more professional looking, sometimes you can hide the knot inside a bead, because some beads have really quite large holes. So if you can poke your knot into the hole of the bead, you might want to do that. This bracelet, the one I've been showing you earlier, it does have a knot there, and that's a professionally made bracelet. Admittedly, that knot isn't quite as obvious as the one in the bracelet I've just made, and or the one that might be in the bracelet you've just made, but that is probably okay. Though, as I say, you may want to try and hide it in your the closest large bead. Put a dab of super glue or nail varnish on it. So here's where your nail varnish comes in handy. If you have any nail varnish. I don't use nail varnish. I never wear it. I just use it for this purpose. And it is quite useful. So just put a dab of nail varnish on the knot. That will hopefully secure it. And then all you need to do, and don't forget to do this, is snip off the ends of the knot. Snip off quite close to the knot. You do want it to be as neat as possible. And as I say, you can try and hide the knot in the large bead. If you become really enthusiastic about making jewellery, then, as I say, there are some videos on YouTube of specific beading knots. There are quite a lot of different ones. So you can look into that if you're interested.